All right, so for the Unit 2 project, you will be making an infographic about the stereotype that you chose from the list of stereotypes. If you're not familiar with this idea of an infographic, you can read about it on Google. What is an infographic? It's basically a visual that is used to represent information, right? So the idea is that you've got a lot of information. If you've done every piece of the project, and you need to have in order to get a grade for completing this, you'll have a lot of information, and you need to really distill that down into what are the most interesting and important points. What does the sociological research tell us about these stereotypes? Your infographic has information, right? Not opinion, not personal experience. The first unit project was very personal. This one is not, okay? Sociology is a social science, and science is necessary and valuable because it can tell us about the world that, we can't possibly experience in our own individual lifetimes, no matter how old we live to be, no matter how um, well-traveled we are, no matter how many people we have in our social networks and so on. Um, Research is there to be able to tell us more objectively about how the world is actually working. And there are times when sociological research will line right up with the way we think things are working or what we think is the case. And sometimes it won't, right? Sometimes it will strongly contradict that or refute our ideas about people or groups or so on. So the idea in this project is that it's not personal. It is sociological, 100%. Um, the only subjective way that your project is influenced is through your choice of the stereotype, right? So it used to be the case a long time ago that scientists believed that science was completely objective, and that's no longer really the way that we think about things, because we understand that it's human beings who do science, and we're more likely to do those things that we find interesting and engaging, that bring us into the project and carry us through it. So there's a subjective element only in, again, your choice of it, but the stuff that you present in your infographic needs to be a matter of research, a matter of evidence, not personal, not experience, not opinion, not the people you know, right? Just what does the evidence tell us? And for this project, I'm going to recommend that you use Canva. Okay. There are other apps that you can make infographics in. I would like for you to build digital skills by using different ones. If you've never used Canva, now's a good time to try it out. They offer a lot of infographic templates that you want to think about the presentation of information, because the graphic itself communicates something, right? It should fit your topic, right? If your topic doesn't have anything to do with flowers, then why pick one with flowers on it, right? I mean, maybe something with like a little bit of flower like that, okay, right? But too many flowers, if your stereotype has nothing to do with flowers, is maybe not the best use of the visual, right? So part of the skill of building an infographic is to be thinking about this sort of short, quick way to get the ideas across, and to make sure that every part of the infographic is communicating something related to your stereotype. Um, don't make it look childish if you're trying to be serious about your stereotype, right? These kinds of things can be really important. So you can see a variety of templates here on the Canva website that you might pick through, and you edit them, you put your own content in them, you make your own titles for them. And your titles, again, you're going to imagine this is like posted somewhere, and your audience is seeing it. It's not the project. Your title should not be Sociology Unit 2 project, right? Your title has to be communicating something about what you've learned, what sociological research says about your stereotype. So every element of this very short infographic, it should not be longer than what you see here. It should not have, I mean, you see some of these have a lot more text than others. It should not take someone 25 minutes to read, right? You have to really cut it down and communicate efficiently and effectively about your stereotype. Okay, so I recommend Canva. I'm not requiring it if there are other ways that you know how to make an infographic. If you used PowerPoint for your Unit 1 project, I don't want you to use PowerPoint for this one, okay? Because again, we're building digital skills here. We want to be able to use different kinds of tools. If you feel like you need help, never hesitate to reach out. Um, if you know if you're short on ideas or you're having technical difficulties, make sure that you're getting in touch. If you're unclear about the expectations, if you really went into this thinking that you were going to include something personal, let's forget that piece, okay? Let's substitute it and make sure that we are doing sociology in this project. There's a lot of ways to do sociology, and the way we're doing it here is to say, I am going to communicate something about research, about evidence, not about my personal experiences, okay? So have fun with it.